Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Enrique Eddy, and for today's video it's a pretty different one because as you can see I'm out here in the street. I'm just walking my dog. It's currently 8 in the morning. I'm sorry, it's 9 in the morning. Cold shower, worked out, already did that. Now I'm just recording this video and I'm very excited, because I've never done a video like this, so I guess you could say it's kind of vlogging. So you get to walk with me, you'll get to see where I live. But anyways, with that said, today I'm going to be talking about 5 habits that I believe every teenager must develop. It's going to make a big difference in your life. It has made one in mine so far. So with that said, let's begin. Alright, so as we all know, there are many kinds of habits, right? There are good ones, there are bad ones. Today, obviously, I'm only going to be talking about good ones because like everything on this channel, it's all to benefit you. And having habits established, right? In order to make it a habit, you need to be consistent with it, right? You need to do it consistently, put in the effort. You'll make it a habit after you do that, and it's going to be very beneficial, right? It leads you to save a lot of time. It leads you to do things faster, to do things with better quality, do them with a better emotion, better energy. So let's get into it. All right, so the first habit that you need to start developing right now as a teenager is to have a morning routine and a nighttime routine. Now, what I mean by this, it's a pretty commonly heard term, right? A morning routine, a nighttime routine. So basically what I mean by this is that you need to have a set amount of things that you do in the morning that are your priorities and a set amount at night. Now, why do you need this? Now, number one, gives you direction, right? It leads you on to what you need to do during the day. Number two, it helps save time, right? Because if you're just there, wandering around, not sure what you're going to do, well, then you're probably going to waste a lot of time in between thinking about what you should do first and this and that. So a morning routine, for example, would be waking up, getting in a good breakfast, unless you're fasting or something like that, working out if you want to work out, exercising if that's the time that you do so, obviously cleansing yourself after, a cold shower would be ideal, and then doing your responsibilities, right? Doing the things that need to get done in the morning. So as you can see, it's my dog. He's taking a piss, I'm sorry. But that's my dog, right? He's my son. And one of my responsibilities in the morning is to go and walk him, right? I got to do that in the morning. I do it many times in the day, but I got to do it in the morning especially. So that's what I'm currently doing right now. So for your morning routine, you need to find what's most important at the moment, your main responsibilities, and you need to set the time and you need to set the mood for you to do them, right? Get in the right headspace, crank a good song, and you'll get in the mood to do them. So obviously everyone's routines are going to look differently, right? But for a nighttime routine, I would recommend that you don't do anything that's stressful, that puts a lot of strain in you. I recommend you do those activities early on during the day, as that's the time that you have more energy and that's the time that you're more active, right? The nighttime is more so for chilling, for resting. So what I recommend you do is to do something light, grab a book to read an article online, watch a film if you want to, do something productive that just doesn't take a lot from you, relax and set the mood for you to relax and to sleep, because the way you spend the night is the way that's often going to determine your day. What I mean by this, I mean, if you're not well rested, well then you're not going to have a very energetic day. But if you rested well, you slept well, you had a good night's sleep, you're going to have a pretty good energy for the next day. So always prioritize that. Prioritize your sleep, make sure it's on point, and develop a really stable nighttime routine so that you can maximize how much energy you have for the next day. So the second habit that every teenager must develop is to find one form of exercise at least that they enjoy doing it and doing it consistently. Now, exercise, it could be anything. It could be lifting weights, it could be doing CrossFit, a martial art, any other sport, whatever you choose to. The main thing with exercise is making sure that you're doing it at a certain rate, at a certain whatever, that it's effective, right? It obviously needs to be effective. And obviously make it something that you enjoy. Choose one that you enjoy, because what's going to happen, let's say you choose running. If you don't like running, you're not going to be consistent, and that's obviously not going to lead you to any beneficial results, right? It's actually going to not give you any motivation, not going to give you any discipline to continue. So find a form of exercise that you enjoy doing. Like I said, it could be weightlifting, could be martial art, could be a sport, whatever. It could just be walking like me. I'm here with my dog. He's currently exploring there, and we're just walking, That's an excellent form of exercise. You could even do it multiple times a day if you choose so. So find a form of exercise that you enjoy doing, reap the benefits out of it, be consistent, and get jacked. I'm just kidding. Get healthy. Stay healthy and get more healthy. Alright, so the place that I'm currently at is a bit more quiet, but I realize that there's a lot of cars, especially right now at this time in the morning. So I apologize if there's a bit of the noise in the back. But the third habit that every teenager needs to start developing right now is to learn how to cook, because we're very dependent, right? I mean, hell, a lot of us are very independent, but chances are you're very dependent, or you're still dependent in some way, right? I consider myself to be a very independent person, and I'm very proud of that, because I enjoy doing things that if I didn't know how to do, my mom would do for me, you know, cooking, ironing, washing a bathroom, doing chores. I love doing that stuff, you know? So with cooking, it's very important, because obviously to be alive, right? I mean, unless you're fasting, I mean, even that lasts for a certain amount of time. To be alive, you need to eat, you know? And a lot of times we're very dependable. We're just sitting there waiting what your parents are going to serve you, whoever takes care of you, what they're going to serve you, you know? And that might be the case for now, but in a while, when you live alone, that's not going to be the case. You need to know how to cook. It doesn't matter if you're into fitness or whatever, if you're going to eat a lot, if you're going to go on a caloric surplus, caloric deficit, whatever it is, you just still need to know how to cook, right? What I'd recommend you know is to know 2 types of breakfast, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners. So an example of a breakfast would be scrambled eggs with toast, right? That's good. That has protein, that has carbs, that has fats, that has everything, right? Another one would be oats with fruit, right? So you could put oats, berries, bananas, whatever you choose. So you could put some cinnamon, you could put some sugar. It's your choice. Now, for lunch and dinner, they're pretty much usually the same thing for me. I don't have the same thing, but I mean in kinds of food. So you could have chicken, rice, and broccoli, you know, as common as that sounds if you like working out. You could have steak and pasta, right? Basically find a good source of protein and find a carbohydrate that will go with it, right? So rice, pasta, potatoes, those are great, right? They have lots of carbs, and that's a very important nutrient for you to have. So get to know how to cook. I know what you taught me. I learned on YouTube. So find a tutorial on a basic meal that you need to learn and start learning. Alright, so the 4th habit that every teenager needs to develop is to start doing chores, and obviously to do them with passion, to enjoy. I posted a video on my Instagram a few weeks ago of me washing my mirror, and I was dancing, you know, cranking some moves, you know. Not much of a dancer myself, even though I'm Mexican, but that's a habit. You need to start doing your chores, and you need to enjoy them. Why is this? Because like I said with the previous point, you're going to live alone someday. Or even if you don't, let's say you stay with your parents, so it's absolutely fine. You want to take care of them. You're a great person for wanting to do that. But you can't let them do at least their chores, you know what I mean? You need to develop certain list of chores that you need to know how to do when you're a teenager, right? You need to iron, take care of your clothes. Iron, learn how to wash them, right? Take good care of them, clean your shoes, okay? Learn how to wash a bathroom, learn how to mop, learn how to use a vacuum. All of these chores, they're very important for your hygiene, for how your place looks, right? And also for your mental health, because I'll tell you what, if I'm in my room and it's all full of a chair with clothes, let's say, that I need to iron, and I have a lot of garbage there, I had boxes, whatever I have there, if my room is not tidy, I'm not going to feel as good mentally. It's not going to set me in a mood that's going to be like, let's get this task done, you know? Let's get this done. I need to have a nice environment. You need to have a nice environment. You need to develop it. Even if your environment is nice, you need to sustain that. You need to make sure it's clean. Bacteria breeds everywhere in your kitchen, in your bathroom. You need to know how to wash these places. You need to know how to take good care of them and do that with passion. Because the big thing of how you do things is your mindset. If you go into something thinking, no, it sucks, no, I don't want to do it, well, yeah, you're not going to have a good time. If you're constantly looking at the watch, constantly looking at the clock, well, yeah, you're not going to have a good time. So instead of doing it that way, think, you know, why are you doing this? What benefits is it going to lead you to? Is it worth it? And then obviously from that, just do it, you know what I mean? You see, that's my problem when big trucks pass by and they make a lot of noise. But anyways, you need to obviously do them with passion, right? Enjoy doing your chores because it does give you benefits. It is worth it, you know? So do your chores and enjoy doing them. Put some nice music on. Set the mood right. Do your chores and have fun doing them. Alright, so the 5th and final habit that I think that every teenager needs to start developing right now is to grow their knowledge. Now, what I mean by grow your knowledge, I mean learn new things, constantly improve, explore topics that you want to learn about. You can do this through many ways. You can read a book or use the power of technology. I mean, I barely read anymore. I pretty much read everything online now. Listen to an audiobook, read an article, read a study. The point is to grow your mind. Don't stay stuck in the same place. If you stay there, you're not going to evolve. If you don't evolve, where are you going to be in a month, in 3 months, in 6 years? You know what I mean? The point is to keep evolving, to keep growing, to keep learning, you know what I mean? Also, when you meet new people, you're going to be more diverse. You're going to have more topics to talk about. You're going to be able to get to know people better in some way, and you're going to be able to link better with people. Obviously, don't do it for them. do it for yourself. So find that passion, find that desire to grow, to learn new things, try new things. Cold shower, semen retention, try new things that are going to improve you. Try new ways to, you see, that's what I'm talking about. Try new ways to learn, to grow, build your knowledge, build your mind. You build the muscles and then you build the mind. All right, so that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, that you learned something new. Like I said, new style of video, so I'm gonna go edit this, see how it turned out. If it's good, I'll try another video of these. If not, I'll go back to the old type of recording. But with that said, I'll see you soon.